really, I haven't even made the intro video yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this one because I'm here at MEPS, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be talking about going to MEPS during COVID in 2021 for anybody that's trying to join the military. So basically, first things first, if you're nervous, it's nothing to be nervous about. It's literally, I mean, I'm not in the military yet, so I wouldn't know, but it's probably gonna be the easiest thing you do on your whole little journey, your whole little chapter of joining the military. Nothing to be nervous about. There's nothing to it really. I mean, to be honest, if anything, you should be excited because it's a step towards that next chapter, like I said. So, like I said, nothing to be nervous about. But to be more specific and go into detail about things, you should have already got in contact with your recruiter and got all that lined out. You're gonna drive to MEPS, wherever that is. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. I think that's how you say it. Got here on the, I'm gonna call. Got here, what time I get here? Around 11:30ish. Came in a room, or came in the building. Had some COVID paperwork, had to fill that out, check your temperature, stuff like that, basic stuff. Then you're gonna go get back in the shuttle that you came over here in, and they're gonna take you to the MEPS building. There's just a lot of waiting, basically. You get there, get off the bus, you go through, I don't like recording right here because I feel like people are listening to me, but basically you get there, get in a little line, go through metal detectors, you know, just security stuff, just checking, and then you're gonna go figure out, you know, they ask you what branch to join in. They're gonna give you, not give you, but take a picture of you, do something for their computer systems. Don't ask me, I wouldn't know. And then take your fingerprint and take a little picture. You're gonna sit around and wait for a little bit. If you're there to take your ASVAB test, you're gonna go take that in a back room somewhere off from the main front where everything's happening. And then for me, I had already taken my ASVAB prior to going to MEPS. I had taken it at my recruiter's office about a week or two before I actually went to MEPS. And so I had to take a confirmation test to confirm my score. So I ended up doing that. It took me about 20 minutes. And then I literally went up, sat at the front of the room where I did all the security stuff at the beginning. Sat there for a good 2-3 hours, waited on everybody else to finish, and that was it for the first day. So like I'm saying, nothing to be nervous about. Like anything, just be excited for it, be ready for it, because you're just going on. You're just doing your thing, you know? So first day is easy. Go to the hotel, have a little meeting with one of the MEPS workers that's up at the hotel. So he's gonna ask you some questions. You're gonna fill out some basic paperwork about your recruiter and his information and stuff like that. You're gonna tell them what you want for breakfast. They give you some options, basic stuff. What else? Oh, then she's gonna set up a little video that y'all are gonna have to come and watch. So basically, there's a bunch of rules that you gotta follow, which it's not like they're strict rules. It's just like gotta be in your room by 10, stuff like that. And they're telling you that there's a video that you gotta come watch later on that night. So you're gonna go to your room. Eventually you're gonna get a call on the phone, tell you that your food's ready. Go down there, pick it up, bring it back here, eat it, do whatever. And then you're gonna have a meeting. I'm having it at 8, or what's it called? Or I did have it at 8. You get there, they tell you you can only be here at this time. Like you can't get there no sooner or no later. So you get there, watch the video, simple. It's like a 2 or 3 minute long video. It's literally just covering rules and telling you to have a good stay or whatever. So after that, basically you just come back to your room. I would recommend trying to go to sleep as soon as possible because you gotta be up the next morning at 4:30. Yeah, you gotta be up at 4:30. They're gonna give you the breakfast. But I gotta take a little drink. But anyways, you're gonna be up at 4:30 and go down there, eat breakfast. You've already filled out what you wanted for breakfast the day prior when you filled out what you wanted for dinner. What else? Eat breakfast. Y'all sit around for a little bit. Then the shuttle come and picks you up again, and you go back to MEPS. And this is where all the stuff starts going down, you know. So that's right. Okay, so anyways, let's talk about second day of MEPS. Second day, that's the day mainly everything happens. First day was strictly for test takers, you know, confirmation test takers. Basically, that's what first day is. just all the basic stuff is out of the way. And the second day is really basic stuff too. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing to be worried about. It's all your physical stuff. You're gonna get here. Let me tell you more, because I'm just I'm being too, what's it called? Anyways, you're gonna get there real early in the morning, like 5:30ish, I think. You're gonna go through the security stuff again. You know, you're gonna get in there. Like you just get in there and wait for just like a little bit. You're just waiting around for a second. Then they're gonna take you to a room, and they're gonna have like this laminated piece of paper on these desks. And you're gonna go sit at the desk. The lady's gonna come in there. Y'all are gonna go over the paper, and the paper's just telling you what y'all are gonna do that day. Like y'all are gonna get your blood taken, get your height, weight, all that kind of stuff. I'm just being broad right now because there's no need to go in detail over a piece of paper. You'll see when you get there. It's just, like I said, it's very basic. We'll see the paper that's telling you what the day is gonna hold. So the lady comes in there, talks to you about it. She's gonna take your blood pressure and stuff like that. Y'all are gonna fill out some paperwork. It's a decent amount of paperwork, but it's nothing hard. If you got any questions, just ask her. It's literally very, very basic stuff. Sign here, stuff like that. Nothing to worry about, nothing to stress about when you see it, because it's gonna look like a lot. I'm gonna ask you about tattoos. You're gonna have to write that down on a little picture of, like, there's a picture of a blank body, and you're gonna have to write down the pictures of any scars or, I think, tattoos. I believe you got to write the picture down. I almost want to say I'm certain, but I could be wrong on that one. And like I said, you're gonna take your blood pressure, all that. Okay, then you're gonna be done in there, and then that's when you're gonna start. So basically, the whole little medical scene that you gotta do that day is basically a bunch of different stations in the back of the building. Or at least in the back of the building I was in. Maybe it's different for another building. But anyways, basically a bunch of different stations. The first one, you get a little sticker. They like ask you some questions and they put a little sticker on you. Then boys and girls split up for this, by the way. So girls, sorry, I don't really know what y'all do, but guys, I mean, we do the same things, but you know, when it gets to the part when they're checking your like stuff, like, I don't know for the females, I'm sorry, but for the guys, anyways, after you get that little sticker that says your name and stuff on it, you go and pee in a cup. I mean, we've probably all done that at school, so that's nothing new, nothing to be weird about. Can do that, gonna give it to the little doctor guy. And then after that, it kind of varies, like, where you go. I mean, it could be different because they're trying to split you up and get you fast, so every station's gonna have somebody at it if there's enough people there to fill it up that day. So, I mean, what did I go to next? I went to the eye doctor, or the eye person, you know. So you get your eyes checked, basic stuff you do at the eye doctor, you know, holding it up close or looking through the little lens thing, colorblind test, or not colorblind, but like, it's like a circle. It has all the different colors in it, and it's supposed to be like a number or a letter, and you're supposed to read that off. Simple stuff. What do you do? Oh yeah, you take your contacts out if you have those. Take your glasses off, and then you put them back in. If you wear that when you're taking the eye test. Let me think what else. Okay, then you're gonna get your blood taken sometime that day. For your blood, you're just gonna sit in this little chair. That was probably the thing I was scared about, because it was my first time ever getting blood. So I know there's a lot of people that's gonna be scared of that, because I mean, needles, like, boy, I didn't know mess with needles at all. Oh my gosh. But anyways, that day I just tried to suck it up, because there was other people there, and there's other people that could see me, so I wasn't trying to, like, you know. So she wraps a little, I guess it would be considered a tourniquet. Bro, I don't know, I probably sound stupid. But she wraps something around your arm. Can't remember. It was somewhere in this area, I can't even remember. Then she gives you a little ball, you're gonna squeeze that, it's gonna tighten it up. And then she's gonna find your vein, stick it, just look away. Just look away like that right there. That's what I did the whole time. Could barely even feel it. Didn't even feel like a pinch, really. It just felt, it's so weird how it feels, cause like, it's almost like a pinch, and then it's like you can feel something in your arm, but it's not like it's hurting you. So if you're not looking at it, you really should be good. And then it's just gonna take a split second, because the tube is like that freaking big. So easy. It really is. Nothing to be too scared about or freak out over, whatever, cry about, I don't know. So you're gonna be done with that. You're also gonna have to get a hearing test. The hearing test, that was definitely new for me, because I haven't had a hearing test since like 3rd grade, I think, at school, and you gotta like raise your hand, you know. Well, in this one, you get in like a box, like a soundproof box. You and one other person, I think, because of COVID, they wanted to like keep it. I think you could put 4 or 5 people in there, but they only had 2 of us in there, and they tried to spread us apart as far as they could in it. And oh, keep in mind, yeah, you gotta keep your mask on during this whole time. I don't know if I said that, but your mask was on during all this. Soundproof room when you're spread apart, you know. You're gonna put a little headset on. It is kind of like the whole test that you took probably back when you were younger, where you raise your hand. You put a little thing on, and they give you. But anyways, you get a little thing. Like, bro, this looks so old. It looks like it's like a little room you're in. It looks a little box thing. It looks like a little sketchy at first. I'm not even gonna lie. But you get this little clicker, and you're gonna hear noise on the left or right side. So he's not gonna tell you, oh yeah, they close the door. She goes out. You're gonna be sitting in there, and it's gonna. I don't know, maybe I have hearing problems, but you're hearing like a lot of fuzzy noise. Like, it's like, you know, when it's completely quiet and you're hearing that. That's kind of what I was hearing. And then every now and then you hear a little beep, and you're supposed to press it, and it changes. It goes up to where you can clearly hear it to where you can barely freaking hear it. And then she writes all that crap on a piece of paper for you. You get all that, and yeah, and the whole time you have like this little envelope thing that has all your documents and stuff, and then the doctors are filling all this information out for you. And so yeah, so after you're done with that, then let me think. I think I got everything in here. Okay, yeah, that's everything that you're doing by yourself, and then you're gonna go to a room, and I guess depending on how big your group is that day, that's how many people's gonna be there. And mine, it was only 4 guys that was there. It was only 4 guys there that day with our little group. So we went in this room, and you strip down to your underwear, and there's like a list on the wall of 25 different exercises that you're gonna have to do. And they're really simple exercises. I'm talking like arm circles, flipping your hands, very simple stuff. Nothing to be like, oh God, we gotta exercise. Like, you don't need to work out to go to MEPS. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to like prepare for it, because it's not like something that, it's not like I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, they're just testing your movement, testing your body, make sure you don't have some weird or something like that, you know? So I think you had to do like double ups. That was probably the hardest one for me, because I was freaking like falling, like my balance sucked. But other than that, it was really easy stuff. You do that, and then it was kind of slow. It kind of took a while, because they want you to be very like specific with the workouts you're doing, because they really are. They're trying to make sure that you got everything right with you. Like, when they want you to bend down and look at your back, they're trying to make sure you don't got like back problems, stuff like that. So it might take a little bit, because like we had people in ours, I mean myself included, we would mess up on a workout, and then we'd have to repeat it until we all did it right. So but it's not hard. And then you're gonna split up, and they're gonna take one of y'all in a room, one of y'all in another room, and that's when you're gonna get the real deal physical. I did not know, I didn't know that I was gonna go into this much. But anyways, she's gonna do the thing as a doctor when they feel your chest, feel your back stuff, you know, test your heart, not test your heart, but your what's it called? I don't know, this one blank. But you know what I mean. And feel on your stomach. I don't know, they're feeling for something. I'm not a doctor, so then you're gonna like lay back. That's when they feel on your stomach. You like lay back, and they like feel on it and stuff like that. And then you're gonna get up, and the doctor for me was a female, so I believe if it's a female, a man has to come in there, or I do know that for a fact actually. But if the doctor would have been a male and I would have been a male, I think he would have been fine. But anyway, since she was a female, another man had to come in there, another MEPS worker came in there. They told me to take off my pants or take off your underwear, because that's all you're in when you do the exercises and when you go to get the physical. So I did that, and that's freaking awkward, because I figured he was gonna look away, but boy, he's dead on my stuff, because he was right sitting level at it. So that was freaking awkward, but I mean, you just gotta do it, get over it. And he feels up on you, not feels up on you, but you know, doesn't turn and call thing. And then you're gonna boy, the part that was weird, she wants you to turn around, and she tells you to bend down, and at first you're gonna be like, whoa. You're gonna be like, no sir, not me. But you gotta do it. And the other guy that was in there, he was like, bend down so you can spread your cheeks. So you gotta bend down, and they literally want you to put your hands on your butt and pull your cheeks apart so they can see. I guess so they know you got a butthole. Don't ask me. That was the weirdest thing. That was, if you're nervous, I guess you can be nervous about that, because literally everything else is easy. But that was probably the weirdest thing, just for the fact that he told me to spread my cheeks, because I wasn't doing that. Like when I've been down, I was like looking back at her to make sure I was good. That was weird. Only lasts for a second though, so just do it. Don't make them tell you to spread your cheeks. Then after that, you're done with all the physical and stuff like that. For me, I did all that the first time I went to MEPS. I did go to MEPS during 2020, actually, the very tail end of 2020. I went to MEPS. That's everything I've explained to you was at the tail end of 2020 when I went. I believe I went in October, November. So it was still all this COVID stuff going on, you know. So if you're gonna go, like say you're going tomorrow or something like that, it's gonna be the exact same it was for me when I went just a few months back. But for me, that day it stopped right then and there, because when I got my physical, I had a scar on my stomach that I didn't even tell my recruiter about, because if I'm being honest, I forgot about it, because I've lived with it every day. And when you're there, they're gonna ask you about scars and stuff like that. And if it's not like, there's a dude that got disqualified because he had a scar and he just didn't have a good reason why he had the scar, you know. If you have a scar, you might get disqualified your first go around. But if that happens, don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. That's like I did. I got down on myself. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to join the military at all. But when I was doing the physical the first time, she saw the scar on the stomach and that I forgot to tell my recruiter about. She's like, "You didn't write this on paperwork, so therefore we're gonna have to disqualify you for a day." So I didn't get to swear in that day, and I was really upset. Called my recruiter, was freaking out. Called my dad, was freaking out. And they told me it was gonna be okay. We're gonna see what we can do. So that was the end of my day. Like that was it for me that day. Yeah, I was really down on myself. I'm just thinking about it, bro. I was so mad. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So like I got disqualified because of the scar, but the whole reason I had a scar was because when I was a baby I had a brain bleed, right? So I got like a scar right here on my head too as well, and I had a shunt in my head, and something I really don't know, they had like some wire connected from my head to my stomach. Anyways, when I told her all that after she saw the scar, I was like, yeah, you're done for the day. You're not signing, you're not picking a job, none of that, you're not swearing. And she wasn't rude about it, but she just let me know, and she was being honest. So like I said, I was so mad, but that's just what it is. So I got back home, I just waited up there while everybody else swore in. Oh my gosh, it was bad. But anyways, I waited while everybody else did the rest of their stuff, and then got on the shuttle, went home. A few months passed, so like I said, I was back in October, and today's January 14th, and I'm just now came back to MEPS, because actually when I came back home that day, I got some medical documents and stuff like that together, gave it to my recruiter. They sent it off back to MEPS, and MEPS unfortunately told me that I was disqualified. That was just it. So I was just like, dang. I was like, it is, I guess it is what it is. I was planning, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to go to college. I was looking at stuff, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. I was really stressing. I was really nervous, really because I haven't filled out nothing for college. So I don't know, bro, it was bad there for a little bit. I was really stressing every day because I was doing classwork, stressing about that. I really wanted my future to be figured out for the most part. And in that little time period, it was not looking good for me. So, anyways, my recruiter reached out to me. I think it was about January 11th. It was just earlier this week, and he's like, "Hey man, I got some good news for you. MEPS gave us a call, and they were like, hey, that Jenkins kid, he's actually qualified." Oh, that's my name. He's like, hey, he's actually qualified. So he's qualified. So my recruiter got in touch with me, let me know, and he's like, if it's still something you want to do, you can come on down and we can figure it out. So okay, I told him, I was like, I'll go back to MEPS at ASAP, as soon as possible, whenever y'all can get me there. And so that's what they did, because it was Monday or Tuesday. Today's Thursday, and I'm here at MEPS. So I did the same exact thing I did the first day. You get on shuttle, come here. Like I said, I'm in Louisiana. I live in Texas, but they drove me to Louisiana because Louisiana was closer than Dallas was. I don't want to say the name of the town I'm in again because I feel like I'm butchering it. But got here, did the COVID screening thing again. It's not even screening. It's not like they're testing you. They're just testing your temp and stuff like that. And came up to my room and I've just been chilling. So in the morning, if everything goes well, I'll just be me personally, since I've already taken the ASVAB and done everything physical. Like I explained to y'all in the beginning about what y'all are gonna do. I've already done all that. So I'm like done with all that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get weighed, make sure I'm not like freaking obese, I guess. I'm gonna talk to the doctor for a little bit. I believe talk to a job counselor, career counselor, pick a job, and swear in. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And the job I want to get, bro, if I'm being honest with you, I made a 47 on my ASVAB, so it's not really the best. And I really like think it's my fault. I didn't try as hard as I should have, but I'm looking at becoming a CV or possibly a religious program specialist, just because they just stuck out to me. They seem really interested, and I think the religious program specialist, I think I'm actually like a little bit shy, but they give you up to a 10-point waiver, I believe, for a job. Like if you're like 10 points or less under that, you can they'll give you a waiver, and you can get it still if it's available. So I'm gonna look into those two, as well as I believe it's called a mass communication specialist. I want to say that's the name for it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up, do breakfast like I explained to y'all earlier, go to MEPS. Except I don't know what's gonna happen this time, so I'll probably continue this video once I get back home to let y'all know how that goes. Okay, I'm back home. Everything went fine. Sworn and all that, but I think I'm gonna explain that in the next video because this one is just kind of way too long. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, you already know. Anyways, but yeah, so I'm